Welcome to Shastra Science for the science loving mind. Shastra Science last month in science November 2021. A gist of major happenings around the globe in science during November 2021. First November, quantum physicists at the University of Copenhagen are reporting an international achievement for Denmark in the field of quantum technology. By simultaneously operating multiple spin qubits on the same quantum chip, they surmounted a key obstacle on the road to the supercomputer of the future. The results bodes well for the use of semiconductor materials as a platform for solid-state quantum computers. 2nd November, a team of researchers published a new study exploring the cause of the late Ordovician mass extinction. We all know that the dinosaurs died in a mass extinction, but did you know that there were other mass extinctions? There were five most significant mass extinctions known as the Big Five, where at least three quarters of all species in existence across the entire Earth faced extinction during the particular geological period of time. 3rd November, global warming has caused extreme ice melting events in Greenland to become more frequent and more intense over the past 40 years, according to new research, raising sea levels and flood risk worldwide. The new study, the first to use satellite data to detect this phenomena known as ice sheet runoff from space and published in Nature Communications, revealed that Greenland's meltwater runoff has risen by 21% over the past 4 decades and has become 60% more erratic from one summer to the next. 4th November, new study Mars' most distant detection of required element for life as we know it in a regular star-forming galaxy. Water has been detected in the most massive galaxy in the early universe, according to new observations from the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array. The research is published in the Astrophysical Journal. 5th November, black holes, regions in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, are the hot topic in the news these days. Half of the 2020 Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to Roger Penrose for his mathematical work showing that black holes are an inescapable consequence of Einstein's theory of gravity. Andrea Ghez and Reinhard Genzel shared the other half for showing that a massive black hole sits at the center of the galaxy. 7th November, the Lynx X-ray Observatory, conceived at the Center for Astrophysics, is included in a new series of powerful telescopes that have been recommended as a national priority. The 2020 Decadal Survey for Astronomy and Astrophysics has recommended a new series of three great observatories or space-based telescopes as a top national priority for the future of space astrophysics. 8th November, researchers show it is possible to improve specific human brain functions related to self-control and mental flexibility by merging artificial intelligence with targeted electrical brain stimulation. Ninth November, researchers discovered precisely how spiders build webs by using night vision and artificial intelligence to track and record every movement of all 8 legs as spiders worked in the dark. Their creation of a web building playbook or algorithm brings new understanding of how creatures with brains a fraction of the size of a human's are able to create structures of such elegance, complexity, and geometric precision. 10th November, can baby seals adapt their voices to sounds? Researchers have now studied a seal pups only a few weeks old. The pups lowered the pitch of their voice when they heard louder noises. This vocal flexibility makes seals an excellent animal model for studying the evolution of human speech. 11th November, to counter hacking, researchers have developed a new system based on the concept of zero knowledge proofs, the security of which is based on the physical principle of relativity. Information cannot travel faster than the speed of light. 12th November, scientists have built a plane that can produce carbon neutral liquid fuels from sunlight and air. Researchers now describe how this novel solar reactor functions and outline a policy framework that would provide incentives to expand the production of solar kerosene. 13th November, a new study strengthens the case that climate change has been the main cause of the growing amount of land in the western US destroyed by large wildfires, and researchers say the trend is likely to worsen. 14th November, for the first time, the unique sounds of honeybees, Apis cerana, used to alert members of their hive when giant murder hornets attack have been documented. These signals, including a newly described anti-predator pipe, are the focus of new research. 15th November, a two-legged dinosaur Issy Sanek lived about 240 million years ago in what is now Greenland. It was a medium-sized, long-necked herbivore and a predecessor of the sauropods, the largest land animals ever to live. The name of the new dinosaur pays tribute to Greenland's Inuit language and means cold bone. 16th November, going to sleep between 10 and 11 pm is associated with a lower risk of developing heart disease compared to earlier or later bedtimes, according to a study published in the European Heart Journal Digital Health, a journal of the European Society of Cardiology. 17th November, an international team of astronomers from Leiden University has for the first time characterized a disk surrounding a young super-Jupiter, which is either a giant planet or brown dwarf. They detected emissions from the disk and speculate that moons may have formed. 18th November, scientists have developed a new injectable therapy that harnesses dancing molecules to reverse paralysis and repair tissue after severe spinal cord injury. The researchers administered a single injection to tissues surrounding the spinal cords of paralyzed mice. Just 4 weeks later, the animals regained the ability to walk. The research was published in the journal Science. 19th November, a promising new approach to potentially treat Alzheimer's disease and also vaccinate against it has been developed by a team of UK and German scientists. Both the antibody-based treatment and the protein-based vaccine developed by the team reduces Alzheimer's symptoms in mouse models of the disease. The research is published in Molecular Psychiatry. 20th November, by mimicking photosynthesis, the light-driven process that plants use to produce sugars, MIT researchers have designed a new type of photocatalyst that can absorb light and use it to drive a variety of chemical reactions. This could be useful for synthesizing pharmaceuticals, for converting waste products into biofuels or other useful compounds. 21st November, a combination of two targeted cancer drugs showed unprecedented clinically meaningful activity in patients with highly malignant brain tumors that carried a rare genetic mutation, according to a clinical trial report by investigators from Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. 22nd November, scientists finally detected a quantum effect that blocks atoms from scattering light. If a guest at the motel wants to switch rooms, they are out of luck. No vacant rooms means there is no choice but to stay put. Likewise, in new experiments, atoms boxed in by crowded conditions have no way to switch up their quantum status. That constraint means the atoms don't scatter light as they normally would, researchers report in Science. Predicted 23rd November, a team from Vienna has shown how quantum systems can simultaneously evolve along two opposite time arrows, both forward and backward in time. The study, published in the latest issue, Communications Physics, necessitates rethink of how the flow of time is understood and represented in context with quantum laws play a crucial role. 24th November, a new wireless osseosurface electronic device is developed by University of Arizona researchers. The technology allows physicians to non-invasively collect a wealth of bone healing data to help craft personalized approaches to orthopedic care. The research is detailed in the journal Nature Communications. 25th November, a silicone device that can change skin tissues into blood vessels and nerve cells has advanced from prototype to standardized fabrication, meaning it can now be made in a consistent, reproducible way. As reported in Nature Protocols, the Indiana University School of Medicine takes the medicine one step closer to potential use as a treatment for people with a variety of health concerns. 26 November, a team from the University of Glasgow found that the solar wind, comprised of charged particles from the sun largely made of hydrogen ions, created water on the surface of dust grains carried on asteroids that smashed into the Earth during the early days of the solar system. The paper appears in Nature Astronomy. 27th November, Tachyon scientists developed self-healing antibacterial polymer as safer alternative to traditional post-surgical sutures. The smart bandage can dispense antibiotic, monitor wound healing biomarkers, and report important data directly to the doctors. The study was published in Advanced Materials. 28th November. Extinct swordfish shaped marine reptile discovered. A team of researchers from Canada, Colombia, and Germany has discovered a new marine reptile. The specimen, a stunningly preserved meter-long skull, is one of the last surviving ichthyosaurs, ancient animals that look eerily like living swordfish. 29th November, researchers at the University of Washington have developed an ultra-compact camera the size of a coarse grain of salt. The system relies on a technology called a metasurface, which is studded with 1.6 million cylindrical pores and can be produced much like a computer chip. It can produce a crisp, full-color image on par with a conventional compound camera lens 5 lakhs times. Thank you. If you like my presentation, please subscribe and share.